Chag Sameach. Welcome to my home. I am Rabbi Scott Kramer of Agudath, Israel. It's Ahayem Synagogue here in Montgomery, Alabama. Thank you, and welcome to yet another series of holidays in front of us. Following Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, now we have the holiday of Sukkot, a holiday that I personally enjoy very much because it's after Yom Kippur. And I finished putting up my sukkah. I was going to do services outside. It was supposed to be a torrential downpour. It was raining earlier in the day, and now it is sunny and just slightly cloudy, but it takes me a while to move all the equipment between one place and the other, so I am going to be doing services in the house for right now, but I will be out there tomorrow morning at 9:30 for Sukkot services, where I will shake the lulav and etrog. In any event, we will go ahead and we're going to do a very brief service this evening, and we are praying out of Sidor Lev Shalem, which again you can download from our synagogue's website, and use the holiday prayer book, Lev Shalem, and you'll be able to follow the service. We began page 39a. Ask everyone, if you are able, to please rise for the Baruch Hu, the call to worship. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMavorach, Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Avahu. Ed, you may be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'orach. U'mahavi yom mevi laila, mavi ben yom mevi laila Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayom tamid yimloch aleinu lamvoi baruch et Adonai Hamari v'aravim. Page 40. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amchavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta al kein Adonai Eloheinu Shachveinu v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam v'oed ki hen chayenu v'orech yameinu u'va'oem menege Yomam v'layla v'yavatecha tasim imenu la'olamim Baruch Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayahum al levavecha v'shinanetam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha v'derech v'shachpecha v'kumecha u'kshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot b'ninecha u'chtabtam namzuzot beitecha u'visharecha v'hayim shamot yishma'u emetzada asher anochi yitzah. Vayomer Adonai Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'yamarta lehem v'yasu lehem tzitzit al kanfei v'gnehem ladoratam v'natnu al tzitzit hakana petil techelet v'yalachem letzitzit uritem hoto uzchartem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem hotam V'lo tatu racharei levavachem v'yacharei nechem asher tamzonim achareihem leman dizgeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etachem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 43a. This is our enduring affirmation, binding on us that Adonai is our God, and there is none other. And we, Israel, are God's people. God is our sovereign, redeeming us from earthly rulers, delivering us from the hand of all tyrants, bringing judgment upon our oppressors, and just retribution upon all our mortal enemies, performing wonders beyond understanding and marvels beyond all reckoning. God places us among the living, not allowing our steps to falter, and leads us past the false altars of our enemies, exalting us above all those who hate us. Adonai avenged us with miracles before Pharaoh. offered signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. God brought Israel from its midst to lasting freedom and led them through the divided waters of the Sea of Reeds. As their pursuers and enemies drowned in the depths, God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name. Page 44. ומלכותו ברצון כבעליהם, משה ובני ישראל הנשירה, בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדור בקודש, נורתי לו עושה פלא. מלכות רעו ונחבו קיים לפני משה, זה לי ענו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כי ודע אדוני את יעקב, וגולד מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. On page 45. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום. ושמצאתנו ואלוקינו שלמיטב ויד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני, הבפית סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. We rise, page 46. וידבר משה את מועדי אדוני אל בני ישראל. Second, I need to consult my luach. The Yom Tov Amidah for Lev Shalem is on page 306 and concludes on page 314. This is a silent Amidah. חג הסוכות הזה זכרים. Aha! I made the right call. It is now a torrential downpour, which would have hit me right in the middle of services. So for once, I made a right decision. We rise for Kiddush. Page 79. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei peri hagafen. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher bachar banu mikol am v'ramamanu mikol lashon v'kiddashanu b'mitzvotav v'titein lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yava modeh l'simchacha miuzman l'sason Chag HaSukkot hazeh zman simchateinu Mikra Kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'charta v'otanu v'kiddash mikol ha'amim modeh kadshecha b'simcha v'sasonin chaltanu Baruch Adonai Mikadesh Yisrael b'hazmanim Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech olam shehechiyanu v'kiyamanu v'yigiyanu lahazman hazeh. I would normally be now saying the bracha for sitting down in my sukkah. We are supposed to eat, sleep, do everything in our sukkah, except when it could cause uncomfortableness. And me sitting in my sukkah in the rain, I can see myself sitting in the sukkah in Salt Lake when it snowed, and I have sat in my sukkah with 6 inches of snow on the table and the ground, and me out in a full parka and snow gloves and doing Kiddush. Absolutely love it. Torrential rainstorm, that is a whole different can of worms. We now continue with, I have to keep going back and forth in my siddur. We now go back to page 56. We rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon nakol latet gdula liotzer bereshit shelo asanu kagoyei haratzot v'lo samanu kamishmachot hadama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim l'pnei melech malchei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומשה ויקרא בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו הווה זולתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום והשיבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד על כן. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Those observing yahrzeit and those who mourn, please remain standing. Excuse me. Excuse me, I have to get something out of my dog's mouth. Okay. Not going to be able to do it. Do it after services. Those observing outside the nose and mourn, please remain standing. Page 58 for the Kadisha tone, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash meraba b'yamad divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayichon v'yimechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agalav izman gari v'yimaru amen yesh meraba mevarach v'yelam omel maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudisha barichu Laila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran v'yoma v'yimaru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen Ose shalom dimarmav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. You may be seated. Page 59. We add Psalm 27 through the last day of Sukkot, which is Hoshana Rabbah. Lulei amanti l'rapatu v'adonai be'atz chayim kaveh el Adonai v'chazak yametz libecha v'kaveh el Adonai. Again, Chag Sameach. Thank you for joining me for this very brief service. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Yes, Elaine, he is a puppy. Thank you very much. I will have to find out what important thing I have lost to the jaws of this Vilda Chaya later on. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. I do not know whether I'll be in my sukkah or not. It depends on how close we are to this rain. I didn't know it was going to rain. I swear, I thought it was sunny and just a little cloudy. Apparently it was a little bit more cloudy because it was a pretty good rainfall we just had while I was in here. And I will be back tomorrow evening for Erev second day of Sukkot, again at 6 p.m. and on Wednesday as well at 9:30 a.m. for the second day of Sukkot. This Friday, usually during Sukkot, the Friday of Sukkot, we have Pray in Pink. We are not going to have, unfortunately, Pray in Pink this year. We do not. Our synagogue sukkah is not even up because we are in pandemic and not having services in the synagogue. We had, and it was really hard to top the speakers we had last year. You know, we couldn't do it, so we decided that we're going to postpone Pray in Pink for a year. Yes, we had Betty and Elaine talk last year. I think most of you got that reference, right? And next year, I promise we're going to have a great speaker, and we're going to have a full dinner in the synagogue because we'll be able to be together. I promise. Yeah, you can take that to the bank. In any event, and then just to let you know, next Monday evening at 7. Rabbi Silberman of Mobile and I will be doing another healing service / Yizkor. We had a slight mishap on Yom Kippur where our healing service got cut off. So we're going to redo that next Monday at 7. It's going to be via Zoom, and we'll get the Zoom link out to you. Also, on Simchat Torah, which is a week from Tuesday night, a week from tomorrow night, is going to be Simchat Torah, and the same group that brings you the Alabama Community Virtual Havdalah we'll be bringing you Simchat Torah like we did last year. So with that, I wish you and as I like to say this time of year, you'll get tired of me saying it. I hope not. But I wish you all a Hug Sameach.